Rain used to be the weakest and most unpopular member of a hero's team. He was kicked out because they thought he was useless. Every day was miserable for him. But one day, he met a super attractive cat girl who gave him incredible powers to defeat legendary monsters that threatened the world. Rain soon had his own group of admirers and became a famous adventurer. However, he worked as an errand boy for ungrateful heroes. Their leader told Rain that he was going to be fired for not being as good as a Discord mod who could control more creatures than he ever would. Feeling betrayed, Rain left the group and promised to never return. With no job, no money, and nowhere to go, Rain was in a tough spot. But some kids approached him and asked to see his unique animal powers. Rain used a spell to summon an eagle and impressed the kids, who admired him as their role model. Encouraged by their kind words, Rain decided to put his skills to use and become an adventurer. At the Adventurers Guild, he met Natalie, who welcomed him and explained that his job would be to capture monsters and protect people. Rain was captivated by her, but he needed more time to gaze at her cannonballs. He asked her to continue explaining. Natalie then told him about the ranking system for monsters and adventurers, and that he needed to pass a trial quest to become a qualified adventurer. Although she was worried about his safety due to his nature as a beast tamer, Rain was determined to prove himself. He found a group of gremlins stealing fruits and rushed at them with his knife. Rain defeated the gremlins and collected their rune stones, admiring his loot. Suddenly, he heard a scream from the forest. Rushing over, he found a frightened girl threatened by a killer tiger. Without hesitation, Rain charged at the tiger and tried to stab it with his knife. However, the tiger was a tough D-rank monster with titanium fur, and it broke his knife in half, sending Rain tumbling. The tiger was about to attack him when the girl jumped high into the air and delivered a powerful kick to the tiger's neck, instantly killing it. Upon closer inspection, Rain learned that the girl belonged to a rare species of creatures with special powers known as cat spirits. However, using her powers to defeat the tiger had drained her energy, and she fainted in his arms. Luckily, Rain had some food and offered it to her. She introduced herself as Tamed and expressed her gratitude for saving her from the tiger. Rain asked why she was alone in the forest, and Tamed explained she was on a journey to explore the world. Recognizing Rain's unique beast-taming abilities, she believed he could become her master and share in her powers. Rain saw this as an opportunity to gain more power and agreed. To form a bond, Rain pricked his finger and let a drop of blood fall onto Tame's hand, activating a bonding spell. They recited their names and united their hearts, merging their auras in a permanent bond. Tamed was marked with a symbol on her hand to represent their union. Back at the Adventurers Guild, Natalie congratulated Rain for passing his trial and officially assigned him the position of an F-rank adventurer. He also received 50 copper coins as a reward. Natalie encouraged him to take on more missions to earn higher pay. Rain and Tamed celebrated his official guild membership, but their happiness was interrupted by an arrogant adventurer trying to charm Tamed. Rain quickly declared that Tamed belonged to him, which led to a challenge, an arm wrestling match to determine who would win her. Rain and the man squared off, gripping hands in a test of strength. With unexpected power, Rain slammed the man's hand onto the table, breaking it instantly. The defeated man fell to the ground, crying. Natalie, witnessing the commotion, apologized for his behavior and admitted she was impressed by Rain's strength. Later that day, Rain and Tamed embarked on their first quest as adventurers, gathering herbs in the field. Tamed had hoped for a more challenging quest, but Rain explained that he needed to prove himself before being assigned tougher missions. Rain displayed his unique skills by using them to command rabbits, helping them gather the herbs efficiently. Suddenly, they heard a scream and rushed towards it, finding a group of bandits threatening an old man's life. Determined to save him, Rain confronted the bandits with impressive martial arts skills, defeating them brutally. The old man thanked Rain, but expressed fear that the bandits might return. Rain decided to capture all the bandits to prevent future attacks, But Canabi was concerned as there were over 100 of them. Rain reassured her, explaining his plan. Using a squirrel, he located the bandits' hideout and asked Canabi to call the Order of Knights for help. In the meantime, Rain used his special skill to control an army of bees, which stung the bandits and put them to sleep. Tamed returned with reinforcements, and they were all surprised to find the bandits sleeping. They wondered how Rain had managed to knock them all out. Suddenly, the cave began to crumble, and 3 giant king lizards emerged from the darkness, ready to attack. One of the king lizards lunged at Rain, but he knocked it out with a single punch. Canabi soared high into the air and delivered a powerful kick to another king lizard, also knocking it out. Rain ordered the other adventurers to rescue the bandits from the cave and left with Canabi to face the remaining king lizard. Together, they launched a powerful attack on the last king lizard. Rain realized how fortunate he was to have Canabi by his side. They left the cave unharmed, and the people praised them. After receiving the bounty for capturing the notorious bandits, they returned to the Adventurers Guild. Natalie informed Rain about his promotion from F rank to E rank in recognition of his recent achievements. With their reward money, they bought new equipment and enjoyed a fancy dinner. Canabi was excited about the comfortable beds in her room, a luxury she never expected. However, her excitement turned to disappointment when she realized she had to share the room with Rain. Canabi complained about sharing a room with him, calling him ugly and lonely. To make her comfortable, Rain offered to camp outside, but Canabi felt bad about it and asked him to stay. As weeks passed, they continued to enjoy the good life they had always dreamed of. One day, they learned about a powerful thug causing trouble on the bridge to the city. Rain accepted the quest for the significant reward. When they arrived at the bridge, they saw a red dragon flying in the sky, which transformed into a beautiful woman named Tanya. She informed them that they couldn't pass without a fight. Rain was surprised to learn that this formidable opponent was actually a woman. Tanya admitted to attacking travelers and explained that the bridge was a training ground for her clan. She said the only way to pass was by defeating her. As the battle began, Tanya unleashed a powerful punch towards Rain, and he barely managed to defend himself. However, she accidentally burned Canabi's tail with her fire breath. Canab, angered by Tanya's actions, faced her head-on, determined to defeat her. Rain watched as Canabi stood her ground, matching Tanya's strength. Rain tried to attack Tanya from her blind spots, but she caught him mid-air. Seeing an opportunity, she tossed them both into the air, ready to unleash another fire breath on them. In the nick of time, they kicked off each other's feet, narrowly dodging her attack. Impressed by their evasion, Tanya admired their skills. Rain decided to fight as the beast tamer he is and asked Canabi to buy him some time. She agreed and engaged Tanya again, while Rain formed a temporary contract with a bird to call for reinforcements. Reinforcements arrived, and Rain led the attack against Tanya, overwhelming her with poisons until she became paralyzed. After the battle, he revealed that the birds were called Pedo and were known for their potent poison. Although defeated, Tanya wondered if she would become someone's pet slave. Rain offered her a chance to join his team. Tanya decided to surrender, realizing she couldn't continue fighting, and Rain assured her that he only wanted her to stay by his side. Canabi teased her for refusing, but Tanya eventually accepted. Later that day, they returned to the guild to claim their reward. Natalie was surprised to hear they had defeated the powerful monster. Seeing Tanya, Natalie wondered if she was a dragon, but Rain denied it and quickly led Tanya outside to keep their secrets. While walking through the city, Rain warned Tanya never to reveal her identity to anyone, as it would cause panic. However, he noticed she had already disappeared and begun revealing herself to everyone. They took her outside the city, and Rain told her about a safe place to go and warned her to stay out of trouble. Tanya wanted to stay with Rain and asked him to form a bond with her. Realizing this was a unique opportunity to develop a strong connection, he agreed. After nicking his finger and reciting a spell, a magical circle appeared under Tanya's feet, forming a permanent bond between them, just like with Tamed. That night, while Rain was asleep on the floor, Tamed and Tanya argued over who would watch him sleep.